All right, we have to talk about Infinity War because people will have my head if I don't ask you questions about it.
Right.
So let me prepare my paperwork.
Okay.
Sebastian Stan, Winter Soldier
10
himself.
pages worth. All right.
It's like an old DOS printout. I'm like, no, I can't say I have your social on here. You are in the biggest franchise of all time. Truly, it has to be.
I agree.
Did you ever picture yourself like going to something like Comic-Con, being on that level of fandom? I mean, what does that feel like?
No, never. I mean, it's always an extremely gratifying experience because, first of all, that's one of the things I miss about theater. You know, like that when you get to do theater, the audience is there. You hear their reaction. You hear how they respond to you. And then afterwards, they wait for you. And then you come out and you meet them. So with movies, sometimes you get to work on these movies and then you don't have the chance to meet, the fans afterwards necessarily.
Sure.
But with Comic-Con, you do. Like, so you get people's reactions to this character. And it's always been gratifying because one thing that I've always been blown away by is how many people have come up to me and said, like, you've really helped me with my depression, or you've helped me with, like the trauma that I had, or somebody who, is dealing with PTSD from the war or whatever. It's related to the character. And so when they bring that up, then it really makes you feel kind of that, there's something very impactful about these films actually, beyond the entertainment aspect, and that they're clearly like the best type of cinematic experience you can have right now. I mean, but beyond that, there's also this other level of connecting that people are doing with these characters, and investment, that they keep coming back and they wanted to see, what happens to these characters, and they feel very protective of these characters. So it's just wild when you see that firsthand. But Comic-Con is always a great place because at least you get to meet people, and then they tell you to your face.
Oh, I
and
bet.
sometimes they're very honest about it and how they feel.
How honest? Have you ever been negged?
What?
Has anyone ever negged you? Have they been like, I've got some notes?
Because
you've never been negged. Isn't it funny that someone who's never been negged is like, what's negged? Like it's when someone says something mean to you.
No, it's just, don't worry. That's happened many times.
Has it? I hate
but
that
I've never
happened
heard
to
that
you.
word.
Yeah.
No,
it's a word that you use really for dating, like men do it to women.
Oh,
You've never heard of that?
No.
God, Romania must be a fantastic place. I need to go. I've been once.
Yes.
But if it's a neg-free zone, I'm a-going.
I think they have other things that they worry about over there.
Like huffing paint, which I also love.
Oh, my God.
I will tell you this.
You know more about that country maybe than I do.
I know a lot about Romania. I've been to Transylvania because my family's Hungarian. So
yeah, that's not far.
Yeah, it's right next door.
That whole area is very close.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
I once ate a neon hot pink hot dog there. We'll talk about it after, and that's a true story.
Okay.
But back to you. Negging is where a guy is dating a woman who's like out of his league. So he constantly puts her down to make her feel less than him so that she thinks, well, this is as good as I can get.
Well, she should leave him right away.
Shouldn't she, though? But back to you. So when people are approaching you, have you ever walked like the land in costume of Comic-Con, or do you kind of not do that?
No, I never got to. No, Comic-Cons I never got to do in costume. No, but that would be interesting, wouldn't it? I mean, that would be kind of interesting. But
I feel like all celebrities do that. Like all these Marvel people like to do it
well,
to be
some
like
of the
cool.
guys for sure have gone, and especially like going to hospitals, or they've certainly done that for sure.
But if you had to go undercover in costume as a character, not your
I
own,
would not be undercover for a long time.
Really,
I mean,
even in like a rubber mask. It's not like Scooby-Doo.
I get a coffee now, and people like don't even like. They're just like, here you go, Bucky. Like I don't even have. I'm more undercover as myself.
I see what you're saying.
Than I am as the character, to be honest.
I feel like you could go undercover as something. Like if you got like a good enough mask. I mean, my goodness,
But you don't understand. But here's the problem.
Okay, tell me what fame is like. I want to know.
My little undercover situation. No, first of all, it's not.
No,
what
I
you
mean,
think.
I actually mean
my
it.
little undercover thing was a black hat. That was like my thing. I always had a black hat, and then in Civil
like an
War,
Orthodox Jewish one, or like a baseball hat.
not like an actual.
You'd be a fabulous Orthodox Jew. Sebastian Stan has a black hat.
They could only have me.
Oh my God, yeah.
But no, like a cap, like whatever. And then of course, like in Civil War, they're like, how would Bucky hide undercover? And I was like, we should get a black hat. So then of course,
it's a terrible costume.
Now,
just a hat.
I've given that away, I guess.
We need to. I'm gonna send you some latex masks. I have a guy. You're gonna look fabulous.
Well,
I don't even know what I'm saying.
I'm sure I'll get very far down the street with that.